Welcome back to the Lightning Gaming channel. It is your Man Destroyer Ninja. I'm going to show you today how to get the Loongwreathe staff, the Thundertail and the Thunderbone. This staff moderately increases damage dealt by all pillar stance moves, which is the second stance of martial arts. First off, you're going to want to go to the Wind Seal Gate through the Shrine Teleport mechanism. Okay, once you achieve that, you're going to want to take this exact path. Okay, I'll fast forward it a little bit to the actual boss. So this boss up ahead actually drops a thing called the Loong scales. So you're actually going to have to hit a part of the wall to get these scales. Once you get the scales, you can basically unlock two waterfalls later on. Those two waterfalls each harness a boss that gives you one of the two pieces I mentioned to go onto the staff, the new staff that I showed you guys earlier, which looks awesome with the pillar stance and all that. So basically, here's the door you want to go to up them stairs. Once you go in here, there's a sort of cutscene. Okay, so don't worry about his brother. We already dealt with him simply to get through the campaign earlier. It was quite simple really to get through his brother. I mean, he was a little bit tough at one point, but you know, once you get past him as part of the campaign. This is the other brother. This one drops a piece that we need to construct the staff. Okay, so he's not too happy to see his dad.
Son, your brother's gone. Help me and atone for your past now. No! Are you mad?
His dad's tried to lead me to him because he thinks he can beat me and the dad will be saved or something like that. So he's eaten his dad. Okay, he's definitely not happy with him. Somehow him and his brother are giants and his dad's tiny. So I'm not sure what's going on there either. But this is the big brother that you got to take out right here. Okay, so he's a bit of a big fat rat man. And what he does is he pulverizes the ground with launching stomp attacks and belly flops, like belly smacks in the pool. So you've just got to be really careful. As you've seen, he's already destroyed my health. Oh, it's almost a nightmare, isn't it, what he's done to my health already? So I'm going to slowly heal that up because I dealt with some little enemies along the way and used my health already getting here. I actually don't have a full top up to start with either, which is fantastic. So that's normally what happens. So he's done another belly flop there. You sort of take advantage of this time. I've even frozen him getting back up with my immobilize spell. So that way he can actually cop an absolute barrage from my monkey staff here. So at the moment, I've got the best monkey staff available, as you've seen in our previous videos. I've used Cloud Step here to actually go invisible and throw a decoy up for him. So he's sort of like stunned at the moment because I hit him so hard at the same time. It's knocked him down. He's getting up now, he's looking around, I'm doing massive damage to him. I've got him about halfway dead here, but I don't have much health potion left, so that's a bit of a problem for us, you know what I mean? So as you see here, he's come in, he's throwing more belly smackers at me here. He's a real little rip belly smacker guy, so actually using a square, 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 triangle, triangle type combination now. I've actually been speccing into that particular combo damage path and all that. So as you see, that did quite a bit of damage to him. Lately I've been also speccing into smash with the power triangle button attacks as well. So they use less stamina and deal a little bit more damage sort of thing. So that's something to keep a lookout on the skill tree as well. But here I am with my probably favourite R2 and circle. I think it's called the 7 winds or the red winds or something like that attack. This particular one, as you see, when you flaming sword strikes, make sure to roll and hold triangle. It comes in with a big smasher on him. So as you see, he's got barely any health left. I've used my last bit of health. He's come in, I've dodged his belly smack and come around to his tail to hit him again because I know that he doesn't flick his tail at me much really, other than when he just does it when you don't want him to, as you defeat him. So let's see, so he drops, I believe, something like sort of not too great, but what you'll see is that, so he drops, what is it, an Aharit gold piece, a will and stone spirit and a Yagu core, so they're pretty common. This hole in the wall here I accidentally hit in that battle, so it was actually shining for me. So this is a real secret path here to go up. Okay, once you get into this secret area, you'll find a chest sitting immediately in front of you. Okay, so in this particular chest is what we call the Loong scales. Okay, now what they do, as I said earlier, is open up the next two waterfalls I'm going to show you. So there they are, the loong scales. Okay, so we're going to travel back up to the Forest of Wolves area outside the forest. Okay, once we're up there, as you can see here, that's the staff that I'm actually going for again, the Loongwreathe staff. Okay, there's a few obstacles in the way, a couple enemies, but this is the exact path that you'll need to take to get to the next brother up above. Actually, not the next brother, the next boss up above the waterfall. Okay, so I'm showing you where the waterfall is in this area, the exact path to get there. And you run up here. Basically, once you make your way up here, there's going to be quite a large boss. So there's the waterfall over there. Okay, to get in there, you basically walk over there and hold, I think it's triangle button, R2 button on the PlayStation control pad. Okay, R2 to get in there, in the right spot. So you need the loong scales to actually do that. So with the loong scales, as you see, we've made a path into the waterfall now. Okay, so I'm going to go up there and we're going to see what's in here. Okay, so this one will drop one of the pieces that we need for the Loongwreathe staff. Okay, so let's see what piece that is and how that comes about and how tough this battle is for a starter. So what do we got here? Let's see. Yeah, so he's waking up. There he is. Okay, it's the dragon. Okay. He's quite nasty, to be honest. He's got a whipping tail, unlike the last guy. He's definitely a secret boss guarding that particular blue legendary sort of item we need to craft the next Loongwreathe staff. So as you see there, I've hit him with an immobilize and wailed on him. Going for the backside legs personally, as I know that's not near the tail or the head. So sometimes when I get him down, I've summoned the you know, like actual monkey army, so R2 and X to actually get those out. And as you see, those run in and help me now. We picked that up from the bosses along the way, so if you're interested, you can check that out in some of our other videos. But at the moment, I've been using that one quite a bit, and as you see, it's done massive damage along with this R2 circle. Red release button here, it absolutely annihilates him. So you hit him with the square for a little while, then you press circle and triangle on them, and they actually come in with a big hit that slaughters the health. You've got to charge that bar up with square, as you can see. Once it shines, well, it didn't quite the second time that time, but if you do it well, you can just get two in. So as you see, absolutely wailed down this particular Yogi King. He's called Red Loong, the dragon, I'm calling him. Basically, that particular one not only drops a couple goodies, but he drops a pretty cool chest for us too, so well worth actually attacking that particular enemy in the waterfall there. Okay, let's see exactly what he drops over here when we open this chest up. I don't want to give you any spoilers, so let's see. I'm pretty sure I already did, but you'll get the mine core, the silk, some wheel, spark, because I leveled up from beating him, a loong pel, okay, so that'll come in handy later, and the thunder tail. So that's actually the part that you need to put on the sword. As well as that, he actually dropped the bush and sensor, which is a curious, that actually gives you a damage reduction. Okay, so it's fantastic, that particular one. When you're gored in the bottom left corner, your medicine drinky pouch, when that's out, you get a defense boost now. It's sort of like actually a damage reduction, I think, if I read it correctly, but either way you get some sort of damage reduction when you're out of health, which is fantastic. So this is actually the path to the second boss you'll need to kill here, up in the dusty pit. You have to follow that exact route as I just ran there. Once you disable the waterfall with R2, come up to the crack in the wall and hold R2 again. Slides the door open, which triggers this next area. Okay, so this is obviously going to be another boss in this area, probably right in front of me, I'd say, that's going to run out at me and give me a big tackle and say hi. So let's see, where is he, the big guy, eh? He's got to be hiding in here somewhere. Okay, so I'm looking around and I can't seem to see him here. Okay, I do feel like this is definitely the second secret boss, because I know I had to go into waterfalls to get them. It showed me earlier when I meditated. So Black Loong, this one's name is, and he's another dragon. He's sort of a little bit different than the other one. I'd say he's not as long or as large. He's probably a little bit, sort of stands more upright. He's got two massive big, what do you call them things that he's holding, like war drums or something that he's trying to spank you with? I'm going to call them clubs. Yep, he's got clubs, and they have electricity in them, so they sting. So using R2 and circle on him here, I'm trying to do as much damage early on as I can and hope that recharges. So as you see, my little yellow bar's going down. I hit him hard. I got him with the circle triangle here. See that? That done a double strike on him of that in that wind magic attack there. So that was sick. So copping an absolute pummeling for doing that. Just lost all my health and had my first drink on my gourd potion there to top it up, as you see. First drink always tops you up to full health, which really helps you. As long as you haven't used on the enemies to get to this area just before or something, it should be there if you've rested recently at a shrine. Okay, so jumping up onto this rock to avoid those attacks. Okay, these ring-like attacks that surge forth at you like little tidal waves are very deadly. So I actually use the spirit with the extra mana for this particular boss, which is why that thing was in the ground up there. If he comes near it, I do a damage attack bonus, but at the moment I've activated the R2X monkey army at him again. So as you see, I love summoning extra monkeys to come in as duplicates of myself and attack him. So that's what they're doing at the moment. They're attacking the massive Black Loong dragon for me while I come in with a big side split and hit with my triangle button. So I actually held R1 and sprinted around and held triangle down to charge up that attack before jumping in with a big strike at him. So now I'm trying to get back away from this blue shockwave stuff. It's drilling my health. I think I'm about to die, I tell ya. It's ridiculous. A couple dodges actually see me dodge those, so you can dodge it if you time it perfect, but being on a rock will keep you away from it. So okay, I'm gonna have to run at him again. Okay, I guess I'm gonna immobilize him here and wail on his health so he stays still for it. So I've done half of the remaining health there. I'm getting rather low, but not too low this time, so I'm getting a little better at the game, would seem, at dodging and countering and that sort of thing as I'm progressing. So I've still got quite a bit of health. I've dodged around behind him, and I'm going to attack him here as hard as I can and hope I can drop him here. Needs like one more hit. I'm going to have to dodge back, go in on the back again. This one doesn't wave his tail around like the other one is crazy either, so hit him in the back if you can, the Black Loong, while he's trying to hit you with these big clubs in the front, smashing the ground. Be my #1 tip on the guy, and stay away from those blue shockwaves, they kill. Okay, so after popping this particular Black Loong dragon, you'll make your way over to this chest. So you get a couple things. You get refined iron sand, which is really good because you need that. You get the Loong Pearl. Okay, so you get a couple different longs for beating these ones as well. Okay, those are simply materials. I'll show you those a little later, but at the moment I'm going to want to run up here and grab this chest up here. Just checking around, make sure there's nothing else before I go over there. Hang on. Definitely nothing else. Okay, we'll run over here, we'll get this chest. Let's see what's in this one. Okay, so there it is, the thunderbone material. That's what we're after. That's the second part that you need to craft the wreath staff that we're after. Also drop the Tritacni pendant there, which is a Curiosa. I'll show you what that does.